Hello, it's May 19, 2025, 9:17 a.m. Japan time. The Nikkei is trading at 37543 yen, not exactly a Black Monday. Feels like a normal market day. Over the weekend, I started thinking about how we can understand market bubbles using very simple analogy. One that came to mind is salt water. We all studied salt water in elementary school. You pour salt into water, stir it, and see how much can dissolve. At a certain point, the water becomes saturated. It can't take in any more salt. That leftover salt just stays visible in the cup. Now, think of salt as a new investors or market expectations, and water as a liquidity or capital. As long as the salt dissolved, market looks clean. No one sees a loss. But once the system is full, when the market is saturated and excess salt started to show in market terms, and that's when unrealized losses appear. Here's where it gets interesting. If the water heats up, it can hold more salt. This is like investor sentiment heating up. Risk on, low fear, low weeks, and more expectations are priced in. But when the temperature suddenly drops, whereas sentiment cools, the salt can no longer stay dissolved. Crystal forms, and that's when the bubble bursts and the losses become visible. The key point is this: the market looks fine when things are dissolved, but that does not mean it's safe. Saturation is silent with unit it breaks. And yes, even the amount of water can increase, just like when central bank inject liquidity. But even then, the system has a limit. So the real drivers are water temperature, investor sentiment, water volume, and money supply, salt expectations or risk positions. This analogy helps both kids and adults understand the invisible tension in market. We should model and observe where we are in the saturation cycle and be ready when things start to crystallize. As of now, market still seems risky on. The US downgrade headlines feel more like a jab, not a knockout. But that can always change. If you enjoy this, feel free to follow me. Think of it buying a long call on my contents. See you tomorrow.